we have Dean Ambrose. That was Raw tonight. So Raw begins when all of the women from Raw are in the ring, and guess who's in the middle? None other than Alexa Bliss. She is going one by one, talking about what she has done, how she's the first one to hold the SmackDown and the Raw Women's Champion. And then she ends up brawling with Bailey, and this ends up in a 8-man. Oh no, wait a minute, not 8 men, no, 8 women tag match, which eventually Alexa Bliss wins by pinning Bailey. Then we have Enzo and Cass that are going to be facing Gal Anderson. Well, it's really just Enzo versus one half of Gal Anderson. Yes, this is what Enzo and Cass are doing as of today. Just over a year ago, these guys were really over with the crowd, and in my opinion, they were on their way to be tag champions. But what happened to that? I mean, they came out of nowhere, and I liked them from the get-go. I liked their promos, and somehow these guys have not held goal at all, and now they're just pretty much joving. I mean, that's what I call this, because these guys, they should be holding the tag team championships. As of right now, they should be doing that. I understand the Hardys just got here, and it's their moment, I guess one last moment, but Enzo and Cass, they should be holding gold very soon. If they're not, there's something wrong. I mean, this is a pretty good tag team, and I don't understand why. Why haven't they? And Enzo by himself was getting a push at some point, but that died out of nowhere. So I don't understand. What did they do? They just having a few with Gal Anderson. I mean, they're boring. Even they have held the gold. They have held the tag team championship. So I don't understand. I don't know where this is going, but something needs to happen. They need to be holding the tag team championship first, and then eventually they end up in singles matches at some point, or Cass turning on Enzo, or Enzo turning on Cass. But this cannot go any longer. I mean, I'm not even watching these matches. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to eat, I'm going to pop here and there, but no, they need to do a better job with this guy. These guys are better than this. 205 Live, let's not even talk about it. Nothing exciting. So then on to Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil against Rhino and his Slater. What? These guys didn't even get an entrance. It was really Apollo Crews versus Heath Slater. But these guys did not get an entrance. Apollo Crews did. Nobody cares for him. Not so long ago, Heath Slater was very over on SmackDown. Him and Rhino were the first one to win the tag championships, and now they're just shoving to Apollo Crews. What? Really? Well, I don't understand. Luckily, this match went long enough, so the crowd got behind it a little bit, but it was for Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews sucks, and his physique is so good. I guess right now is the beginning of something new for him, so I'm hoping, but he needs to get some charisma. He needs to grab a microphone and do something with it. I mean, I probably have better microphone skills than this guy. He needs to get over in a better way, but let's see what happens later on. So now, on to Sheamus and Cesaro, the tag team that turned heel last night. We're waiting for an explanation, and here they come, with the skirts. And they're cutting a promo in the middle of the ring, and they're getting nothing but what? From the crowd. Yes. This promo was so-so. The crowd was mixing the reactions. They were getting some boos. At least they got that reaction, which I was hoping the crowd would give them, because the last thing I want is for Sheamus and Cesaro to just get lost and have no reaction. So at least they got some boos, just enough to be like, okay, they're not going to be lost in the middle of this. And then here come the Hardy Boys, and They have, a quick little promo talking about what they're gonna do, and they run into the ring, and that's pretty much the end of it. As of today, the Hardy Boys, they need to be the broken Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy can no longer just be mad. He needs to be broken mad, and we need to have Brother Nero. But this Hardy Boys shit, he has to go away. He has to go away. I like the Hardy Boys. I'm glad they're back. But what I was looking forward to when they came back was that broken gimmick. So WWE, get your shit together, win the lawsuit or whatever the hell you need to do, but you need to bring that shit back where it belongs. Not on TNA, or TNA, you need to stop being petty about this and just give it up, because you're not going to make a penny, and you will never, ever be better than what you are today. Now we have Kurt Angle coming to the ring to talk about Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. They are not at Raw today. They are not. They didn't show up. Kurt Angle was talking about that they beat the hell out of each other, and that it will not be the last time. So expect another pay-per-view. Roman Reigns against Braun Strowman for nothing. Maybe the yard? Who's stronger between the two of them? I don't know. But all of a sudden, Bray Wyatt is in the middle of this, and he's here telling Kurt Angle that if he can understand each other. But Kurt Angle is just letting him know that he's running the show as of right now. And then Bray Wyatt says, "This is my world." And that's pretty much that promo. Now, on to the main event. So, we first had a promo before the main event between Seth freaking Rollins, Finn Balor, Dean Ambrose, and The Miz. The first one out was Seth. He wants the Beast. The Beast will destroy you, Seth. Then Finn Balor comes out. Now he wants the Beast. Hey, he will destroy you too. So guess what we get? Dean Ambrose. Yes, he's going around offering his title, because why not? He wasn't even defended last night. Yeah, what the hell was that? Anyways, then we have The Miz coming out saying that he needs a title shot. Your typical, I want my title shot right now. So what happens? They end up having a triple threat match later on towards the night. More on that in a minute. Now, after that promo, Dean Ambrose was actually being pretty funny today. He was being somewhat of a reporter, interviewing in the back. He was interviewing The Miz. It was hilarious how all of a sudden he appeared holding the microphone, and The Miz just didn't say anything and walked away. Then later on, he was interviewing Seth freaking Rollins, and that was pretty funny. And then later, he was interviewing Finn Balor, and then there was this little scene where the drifter is just passing by with his guitar, and this guy is more over than Apollo Crews. Let's just say that. And all he does is walk by with a guitar, nothing else. Just let that sink in. Now, the main event of WWE Raw tonight was pretty damn good. It was kick out after 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 superplex kick out after you got slapped over there, kicked out. Everybody, even Maryse, that was not in the match, you could see how much she was into it. The crowd was loving this. This felt like they were making new stars. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and The Miz. Yes, The Miz is in this match. And I'm thinking, okay, he's in the middle of something good. Maybe he gets a clean win. I don't know. I know he's a heel, but the way that he wins his matches, they're not like the heel when Triple H was a heel. That he may have been dirty, but he still looks strong. The Miz just doesn't look strong to me any way that they book him. So this match is going on. It's pretty good. Everybody's beating the hell out of each other. They're hitting finishers, this and that, and everybody's just loving it. Even I had a friend over, and he was loving this. And all of a sudden, Seth Rollins is outside, and Samoa Joe attacks. And I'm looking at Samoa Joe. He holds him like he's gonna hit a rock bottom, but he doesn't actually hit the rock bottom. He just throw him up and down. Boom! I called it a rock bottom, but he didn't actually go to the floor. Then all of a sudden, we have The Miz and Finn Balor in the ring, and Finn Balor is about to hit his finisher. And I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna win this match and going to face Dean Ambrose because why not? Why not? Yes, WWE pulled another one out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And guess who appears? The lights go out. And guess who's there? Bray Wyatt. Yes, he just throws Finn Balor off the top rope and hit Sister Abigail. And then The Miz wins the match. This is the shit that I don't like. We're having a pretty damn good match. Everybody's into it. I understand that they don't want to make anybody look weak by losing clean, but come on, The Miz is a heel. He's supposed to get over as a heel, and I understand he has to win dirty, but there is a better way of doing this. Not just somebody help me, and I'm just going to pin this guy. He didn't even hit his finisher. He just went and pinned Finn Balor to win the match. This is nothing for The Miz. I mean, The Miz lost to John Cena. John Cena goes away. He is nowhere to be found. So what was the point of that? What, he was going to propose? Big fucking deal. He didn't even want to do that. And then The Miz stays. He lost that match. And then he's here. And they give him the Intercontinental Championship. Is he going to win it? If The Miz was going to lose to John Cena back then, he should be winning the title from Brock Lesnar somehow. I don't know, but I wouldn't believe that shit because The Miz hasn't been built to that level. So what are you giving the Intercontinental Championship again? I don't know. I just don't like the ending of this match. I know that this is setting up pretty nice feuds though. It's really doing that. It's just that this match was so good. It was so nice that it should have ended a little better. So we have Finn Balor and we have Bray Wyatt. So does that mean the Demon King is coming back to face Bray Wyatt? And then we have Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins. We know that's gonna happen again. So yeah, that was Raw tonight. Raw was better than last week. I can give you that. And the main event was on point. The backstage segments were pretty good. They were good enough to make me chuckle because usually they are flat. So Dean Ambrose, he seems to be going in a good direction. From today, that talent was being developed. Nothing. What is the right way of saying this? We were not getting the same thing over and over. It wasn't no Braun Strowman. It was no Roman Reigns. It was Dean Ambrose, The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. For a minute, I thought Finn Balor was gonna turn heel or something, but no. So that's good. He's a future good babyface. But Raw, I give it a good rating this week. That's all I got. Like, subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.